Hello and welcome to what is hopefully going to be our first full-on Let's Play series of FS25, and I'd like to welcome you to Moss Valley. Massive thanks to VR Modern for allowing the open beta test version of the map to be used for his Discord members. So we're going to try and have some fun with this one, something a bit different. So let's go in and let's have a little look at what we've got planned and what we're going to be doing here in Moss Valley. So as you may have noticed, this is our farmhouse. This is where we'll be resting, sleeping, probably progressing some time, but not very often with the way that this series is probably going to go. There's old Grandpa, he's still here. Our farm, we're starting with was the main farm that you start with on the farm, but this is going to be a Save the Farm series. We've brought the farm. The farm has a £5 million debt to it. We've only got 550,000 left in the bank for ourselves. The farm only has limited equipment to start with, so we're going to be needing to use that money to lease and to buy any machinery and equipment that we haven't already got on the farm. The farm does come with a few animals from us saving it from its disappearance. So yeah, so there are some animals. We're going to have to manage them from the get-go. But let's let's have a little look. Actually, we see we've got a nice Merlot. All our machinery is new, but it's just very limited. So we've got ourselves a Merlot telehandler. We've got some forks for that. There's some bale wrap there. Got ourselves. This is I believe this is a liquid fertilizer build point. Got ourselves a bale shed over there. Now, a feature of the map is that you can remove the rubble here. One of the good features of this map is actually that we can remove everything. And, you know, in trying to save the farm and rebuild it in our own image, maybe things will change. Maybe buildings will have to be sold, renovated to keep up with the demands of the modern farm. But this is a grain bin. This does work, but this is a flat bottom fill from the top. So if we're going to use that one, we are going to need to get ourselves a conveyor for that. Now, in our machine shed, our beautifully crafted machine shed, we've got ourselves the Fent 728 Vario, and this is 303 horsepower. This is going to be the big workhorse of the farm. I think this is going to have a lot to do, all the heavy work. This is going to be our ploughing monster. This is yeah, really nice one. So that's what we're going to start with here. Like I say, this is our workshop. Workshop has lights as well. We're going to have a little bit of a look around as we go through. I say it has lights, and then I can't trigger it because it's daylight. You can't see it, but they're there. They're on. There we go. Then around the side, you may have seen, we've got a few more vehicles. We've got ourselves a little Massey Ferguson 690, and this is 90 horsepower on this one. This is going to be our shunting tractor, our around the farm tractor. And quite often I say that when we do Let's Plays, oh, I have a nice little shunting tractor, and then we don't do a lot of shunting with it. With how tight some of the areas are, and how difficult it is to get some of the machinery in and put away, this is probably going to do a lot of shunting. We're going to be taking the machines out and doing the work with the big tractors, but then once they arrive on the farm, we'll probably be getting them on the Massey to put them away, because it's more nimble. We'll be able to get it in the spaces, hopefully, anyway, hopefully. And then we have ourselves the JCB Fast Track 4220, and this is 235 horsepower, so this can do a lot of work for us. This is probably going to be doing a lot of carton, that sort of thing. The majority of the work is probably going to be Fent. JCB is going to be to get about and deliver and do. Has a weight with it. The Fent has a weight with it. The Massey obviously has front forks on it, and it just has the bale spike for now. That's our trio of tractors, along with the Merlot. I think we're set pretty good for now. But that's just starting out. We may need more. We may need upgrades as more vehicles and stuff become available. We've got ourselves a little Stroutman SEK 802 there. That's configurable, so we can have that all the way down to a bale trailer, or all the way stacked up like this to carry loads. Again, mainly to maybe move things about on the farm, or small amounts to nearby areas. That's not going to do a lot of the harvesting and the big hauling. That'll probably be going on the back of the Massey. Let's be fair. Again, we've got some more junk that we can to get rid of. Now, like I say, we'll go over this way and we'll have a little look. We do have the Class Karat, because that is a trailer that fits in with the size around here. I was looking at a few other different trailers, but I thought with my driving ability, they'll probably want to be a little bit smaller. So this is what we've gone with, and this I'll probably still struggle with. Some of the areas that we've got to get around are quite narrow. Some gates, some fields and meadows are quite narrow, but we should be alright with that one. So to start with our farm, we managed to save and to keep 100 chickens. I believe there's a couple of roosters in there as well. They've got no feed at the minute. They're going to have to be sorted out. Everything needs looking after. Everything needs rescuing. We can get in here and have a little look at these as well. This holds 550 chickens. There's every chance that this could fill really quickly, and we're going to get overwhelmed with chickens and eggs. But that may help us. That might be how we fund the recovery of the farm. So we've got an 8 million debt. Cows wise, we do have 20 dairy cows here. To start with, that's what we were managed to recover in purchasing the farm. They're all new, and again, they've got no feed down, they've got no bedding down, and they need looking after. They're going to be a priority. We need to make sure that they grow well. We're going to be looking to expand and do things with the dairy farm. We're going to try and play it somewhat realistic if I can. I'd like to have some grazing pastures down. I'd like to rotate my cows, maybe get some different sorts of cows in, just so that we're doing stuff with them rather than they just sit there and churn over. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to make any pastures myself yet. I'm still fiddling with that in Giants Editor and trying to do some things. But hopefully I'll get there, or someone will get there before me, and we'll have something to download that we can use and rotate. It's a little bit better than the one that's in base game. It works, but, you know, it's just, I'd like something a little bit simpler and a little bit cheaper, to be fair. We do have ourselves a Silo King feeder wagon for them. I think that holds like 22,000 litres, so that's good capacity. We've got ourselves our square baler, our Heston baler here. We've got some wrap for that. That's come in with it. And we've got ourselves our round baler, the fast baler in the Cavernan brand, and we've got our wrap for that. And we also have the Ran wrap, the foil, up at the farm. And that is what we're starting with. So as you can see, we've got no soil cultivation type machinery. We've got nothing to actually work the land with. We're going to have to lease that. We're going to have to buy that. That's something that we'll have to figure out, to work out. Now around here, not here, around here, I do get lost on the farm. I've been here before and I still get lost. We do have a fuel tank. I believe it's full. It's got 10,000 litres in it. It had 10,000 litres when we started. So the 10,000 litres came with the farm. So we've got fuel. I have to try and remember that and not go off and buy more. And there are small storage areas around as well. How we'd incorporate these into what we're doing, I'm not sure. We'd need a little skid steer to get in here and move things about, unless we super strength stuff out of storage. You guys can let me know in the comments. Are you happy for me to super strength things in and out of storage, or do you want me to fiddle and faff about trying to do it with the machinery? We do have a little bit more storage shed here, but none of these buildings are sort of usable at the minute. So that's where maybe updating and upgrading the farm in that sense would work for us. Now the farm does also come with 2 rather large pig pens. They hold 70 pigs apiece. They are both empty at the minute. Now, as part of this rescuing the farm, this one is another chicken pen, by the way. 250 chickens in here. Perhaps we should have put move our chickens to here, so then they're not going to grow beyond my means really early on. But anyway, they are where they are for now. Yeah, we've got the 2 chicken pens. We are the 2 pig pens. We are going to be trying to run all animals. We will look to be building up some sheep as well. Get some land, building up some sheep. There are some smaller farms on the map. We might just quickly have a little jump around so you can see them. So quite literally just up the road from us is Hazelhurst Farm. I haven't really spent much time. I'm not even sure what there is here. There's some shit. I think this is small cattle, possibly. Yeah. It's got a little pasture on it. Whether we look to become absolute land moogles and buy everything, that could be a way of recovering, making it a farm and estate rather than just a farm. That would be a pretty cool thing. Let me know if you'd like to see that happen as we go along. We'll see how well the farm goes. That's just battle stories there. So yeah, this is a nice little farm down here. A few things going on with it. Whether we could convert that into maybe sheep or something, I don't know. Like I say, it is quite adaptable and customizable here on the map, which is quite surprising with a map that looks and has the feel of the reality that we have here in Moss Valley. To be able to sell most of the buildings is a nice treat. And then way off in the northwest of the map, we have Lightwood Stables, which is the horse farms, the horse stables. And it's something I'd like to get into. I really would like to have a horse ranch, hence why we are dressed like a cowboy. Man's been watching way too much Yellowstone lately. So yeah, we might get into horse ranch. I'd like to do that. It's up here. It's I think it's sort of an end game type enterprise. I think it's hard work with not a lot of profit, but I haven't really looked into the horses, so we'll see. I haven't really looked into much. Those of you that are here that have been with the channel know I have hardly touched FS25. I've been waiting for something to give me an itch, and yeah, this Moss Valley I think can do that. It just so happens that Moss Valley has come along at a time that I've also been fortunate enough to receive the final update for Riverview, and also a near final version of Lady Hill. And over the last few weeks I had sort of tried to set up some Let's Play stuff for them, but never sort of got around to pulling the trigger on starting. Just time-wise and energy-wise, over the last few weeks, I've just been minimal. So it has just fallen that Moss Valley beta has become available at a time when I think I'm going to have the time to be able to get stuck into something. But doesn't mean the other 2 maps aren't going to turn up. We might still do something with them anyway. And then over here on the southwest area of the southeast area, sorry, of the map, we have the Bale sell point, but that also has a little farm sort of attached to it. And if I remember rightly, when I came running around here a time before, there's some honey being produced somewhere. I think I saw the beehives way off up a hill. So let's have a little look. So we've got this little part of it here. There's some beehive. Is that honey there? That is. So I'm not sure if these fall in as ours, but they are producing honey. I don't think on the land this isn't ours. So we may ignore that. I'll double check, or maybe for a purchase we might try and buy this bit of land early on so we can have the honey. Another nice little passive production would help us to save our farm. And we could lease out the house. How about that? We made some money from leasing out the farmhouse. And a little ways further east from there, we have another small off-the-road farm. And this is one that I was thinking about purchasing, when we can, as an expansion of our farm. Because it'd be good for storage down here, and to have some machines and some vehicles, so we're not hauling them all the way across the map as we expand, as we become land moguls. Yeah, this is a nice little one over here. So it's down southeast. We can't open the sheds yet. We don't own them. But it is quite literally just storage areas here. It's got a big cornfield on the back. Now we do own as well, something that would work well with this, is that we own 2 meadows. Right, and hop over here. We own this meadow and that meadow there, I believe. We'll have a look in the map at the land we do own in a second. But we own those meadows as well. So getting some buildings down here might be worthwhile. So now back on our farm, let's have a little look at the land that we do own. So we're here, just off centre of the map. That's us. We own field 33 and 34. This one has wheat in it. This one has oats in it. Currently both ready to be harvested. And we did have fields 39 and 38 when we came in. To add to it, in saving the farm, we needed more land. We need to be able to work more. We do have some extra meadows. So we've got 53, 75 and 74. I would like us to be able to get another arable field. I mean, we've got the animals that we've got to look after, so we need something to feed the chickens to start with, and we need to make sure we've got some either hay or some TMR to keep the cows going for a bit until we're fully up and running. I'm happy to feed the cows hay for a while. We'll see. We might have to do some silage. I don't think we have a silage clamp, or the big bale barn actually on our farm might be a silage clamp. I'll have to double check on that. So we might need to get a clamp down, or we could possibly use the BGA. Again, I'm not sure about the access rights on the BGA, whether we need to purchase that as well. But as you can see, the little farm up the road that had the small, what I believe to be the small cow pen, that's there. This is the horses. This is the land with the bees. If I just zoom in, you'll see we don't own that, but that's where the bees are, and they are producing honey, and I think we could probably pick up and steal it. Then we've got the small sort of arable storage farm down here next to our other 2 meadows. And that's sort of how we're starting out. If you'd like to see, in our finances, you'll see we have a 5 million loan. So we're not doing too well, but we do have, like I say, 550,000 to try and help to get us moving and out of the debt. Production-wise on the map, we've got Burney's Grain Mill, we've got the biogas, we've got MV Sawmill, Moss Valley Bakery, Robin's Dairy Products. None of those are owned by us, but there are some options there in where we can sell and what we could do. We may look to add a few other production points down along the way, just to add in some extra parts. We've not got the functionality to purchase anything to do the construction elements. There's no massive warehouse or anything down, so we can't do anything like that. But that's not what I'm focused on this one. We want to be able to save the farm. We want to buy up the land. I'd love to buy at least two other little farms to help sort of support the main farm. I think that would be a nice way to go. But I think that's going to be it for our first episode. We've been running on 0.5 speed for this introductory episode, because next episode we are going to try and get our grains in, and that's going to take a while, and I don't want to lose that because we need that to help us hit the floor running, really. So the next episode is probably going to be run at 0.5 or even at ×1 speed, because we've got 2 big harvests to get in, and we want to try and get to some mowing as well. So that means next time out we need to look to lease ourselves a harvester and header and get that down here and do the harvests if we have a little run. We've got this big field to get in. It's massive. It's going to take me a while. And then all the way around we have the oat fields on the other side. One thing that I have changed as well is we do still have the 2 turbines, but I've took away the really big income turbine. I think the turbines sort of add to what this farm is and add to the map. So we've still got the turbines, but we've got the cheap ones. So instead of making like 90 or nearly 100 grand a month, I think you can make on these turbines, we are going to be making like 30, I think. I think that's the difference. It's a big difference in what we're going to be making back. So yeah, so that may help us a little bit. But we've got these harvests to get done. We need to get out there and get some grass cut. So the next episode for me might be a big one, but I will try and cut it down so you don't have to watch me do 2 massive harvests and whatnot. I'm going to try and edit these down. The main episodes are probably going to try and be about 45 minutes each. I've got to try not to do any of them massive hour-long ones. If I get them down to 30 minutes, that'd be great. If you've watched me before, you know I struggle to do that. I ramble on a lot and I chat a lot of rubbish. I'm not sure where we're going to be on time lapses and stuff. I'm going to try and stay away from time lapses. Whether we just have some nice game audio as I just get the jobs done. We'll do some jump cuts and stuff like that. Trying to plan it out in my head. But you know me, I don't go into these with a massive plan. We've just got a goal that we've got to work towards, and hopefully we can meet it in due course. So thanks for joining me for this one. Thanks for those that are long-time supporters of the channel, long-time viewers, watchers, subscribers, and also our returning channel members. Massive thanks to you guys and being patient with me in starting some real FS25 content, because I know that is what most of you are here for. We're going to get the ball rolling with more content. We're going to try and get the trucking back up. We're going to get the snow runner back up as well. But I thought we'd focus on getting this going now that the channel's back running. And yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on. Find out when new videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down there. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.